And finally the day has come to decide who's the best Megadeth guitarist of all time. Since the foundation of Megadeth, there were many great guitarists who joined this band and they left. And that's why the decision is really hard to make. But how are we gonna decide who's the best guitarist? We have to follow the same tradition by fans. The guitarist who plays Tornado of Souls better. And there are some factors that I focus on, like technique, being true to the original solo, musicality, and stage presence, of course, because that really matters. A guitarist who plays really with more confidence on stage, okay? And first I want to start with Timo. He's the current guitarist of Megadeth who just joined Megadeth this year. And I don't want to talk in the middle of the solo, okay? I just wait it to end, then I talk, and we analyze that together. Okay, I think he really nailed the solo, and his technique is perfect, his technique is really good, his control over the instruments is pretty good, and he has a lot of confidence while playing the solo, okay? But I think he is really focused on fast parts, and maybe, but that's why, because he just joined the band and he didn't practice the solo as much as Kiko Loureiro or Chris Broderick or Marty Friedman. He's really focused on instruments, and that's really good. You have to be focused, but I mean, he's not free. He's not freeing his soul to play the solo, and he's thinking too much in that part. And one thing that I didn't like as well was the tremolo part. Look at it here. I think he could have played it better. I didn't like this part, but let's see how other guitarists do. If I want to rate him out of 10, maybe I give it a 7, 7.5, 7.5. Okay, okay, it's Drover. Let's see how he plays it. Okay, I'm really excited to hear it. Okay, he's a really great guitarist, and of course his technique is pretty good, but one thing I really didn't like about his solo, he changed some phrases. He didn't play them like the original solo, and I think that made it sound different from the real solo. Okay, and that's something that I really want to hear. When I hear Tornado of Souls, I want to feel the exact feeling Marty Friedman wanted us to hear. And I think in this solo he played it differently. I get other vibe. I get different vibes. Okay, so we move to the next guitarist, Chris Broderick. Oh my god, that was perfect. I mean, everything was perfect. He was really true to original solo and his technique on guitar. He played it without any effort. I think he did it the best till here. And if I want to rate him, I give him a 9, maybe. I give him a 9. I give 9 because I didn't hear other guitarists. And if I think he did better than all of them, I will change his number and maybe give a higher number, okay? But I forgot to rate Drover. Drover, I give that 6, okay? I give that 6.5. To be fair, 6.5. That wasn't bad, okay? But Chris Broderick, man, he nailed it. He nailed it. He's such a great guitarist. His technique over the instrument and his feeling, his vibes while playing. I think the most important thing about hearing a solo is the vibe. That solo has emotion, okay? And Chris Broderick did it the best. So we move to next guitarist. That's Al Pitrelli, and let's see how he does it. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, and his technique over instrument was pretty much okay. He had okay. Al Pitrelli, he played it really nice. As I said before, the phrasings are different for guitarists. Maybe all of them are not playing the same part exactly like the other ones, okay? But I think he really played it really good. Maybe I rate him a 7. Yeah, maybe I give him a 7. So let's move to next guitarist, Kiko Loureiro. Kiko is one of my favorite guitar players. His technique, is perfect, and I really follow his work. far I think he played it the best. He played it the best. I really love the emotion. Dude, he's perfect. He's such a player. I mean, his technique, his control over the guitar was 10 out of 10. And his stage presence. Until now, I think Kiko and Chris played this solo the best. But I rate Kiko higher than Chris Broderick. And why? I will explain it to you. Let's compare Kiko and Chris. I think they both played it great, but Kiko played it better. But why? When Kiko had a huge perfect stage presence. I mean, he's not faking. I really hate it when guitarists fake they're having fun on the stage and I don't know, that's okay, ridiculous. But when you are really feeling the solo, man, maybe you change your band and your face is going to look like this. Or, I don't know, I loved Kiko's energy. I loved his energy on the stage. His stage presence was 10 out of 10, his technique was 10 out of 10, and his control over the solo. At the first of the video I said Timo is playing the solo really nice, but he's thinking too much. He's thinking too much and okay, I finished this part and I moved to the next part, but he's thinking. I mean, he just joined Megadeth, maybe he didn't have that much time to practice it as Kiko or Chris. But Kiko, look at Kiko. He is just playing this solo effortlessly, okay? He is not thinking. He is just enjoying. He's just enjoying and listening. And that's really hard over this solo, okay? I loved it, his technique, and he was really true to original solo. That's really important. Being true to what you hear. For example, imagine you're hearing comfortably now, but you played with a modern vibe and differently. That sounds bullshit. David Gilmour didn't want us to hear it like that. We have to be true to original solo. But that doesn't mean that guitarists can't change everything. They have to copy everything. No, that's wrong. They can add their style to the solo, but in the way, in the direction that Marty Friedman wanted us. Okay, so I give Kiko 9.5. He is placed first till here, and on the second is Chris, and on third, Timo. Okay, let's move to the final guitarists. And that's the only Marty Friedman, the original composer of this solo. He wrote this solo himself. And let's see what the beast does. Oh my god. That's 10 out of 10. And Marty Friedman is the first. I think he played it the best. Marty Friedman played it the best. And I think that's really easy to understand. He is the original composer of this solo. He felt it. He knows how to express the feeling better than everyone. And that's why I rank him 10. That sounds exactly, not exactly, but almost exactly like the original of the solo on the record. And that's really perfect. Okay, the competition is over and Marty Friedman won the gold medal. Kiko won the silver and Chris won the bronze medal. Who do you think is the best guitarist? Comment it down below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe me if you're enjoying the video. That's the best support you can give me. Okay, see you soon. The competition is over finally, and Marty Friedman is considered to be the greatest Megadeth guitarist of all time.